Hi everybody, I'm Ellen with Advanced Massage Therapies in Carrollton, Georgia, and today I'm here with Jennifer. And Jennifer is a good friend of mine and has been a client of mine since 2018, and she's here to tell you her story.
I was 49 years old and taking care of my husband who is terminal with Ewing sarcoma. And I went for a regular mammogram. I'd started having mammograms at 30 years old because my maternal aunt had been diagnosed in her 40s. And it turned out to be that I had a mass in my right breast. And so in 2016, I finished up, I had two surgeries and lumpectomy in my right breast. And I chose no chemo. I only had radiation. I had two surgeries because when they went in the first time, there was a second smaller mass, and that turned out to be two different types of breast cancers. And they went ahead and did the testing and everything. I didn't have the gene. When I was diagnosed, I went to Tanner Breast Health. And when I was diagnosed, they gave me a 3-ring binder this thick to read. And it was categorized into many areas. The lymph system was given one page. And I had swelling all over not long after. And you notice she said I started here in 2018, and I wished I had come sooner because I saw her sign. I passed it every time I went to the doctor, and it said advanced massage therapy, and it said for post-cancer
Mhm.
massage therapist, and that just kept on because I had a very good team at Tanner, but the oncologist and the surgeon when I spoke to them about the swelling and asked them about my lymph system, they brushed me off really and said, well, you didn't have that many removed. And I went back to my book and it didn't really say anything. It didn't address it. I finally, one time at the oncologist, I found that a nurse knew exactly what I was talking about. And she told me, you're right, you've been reading correctly, that it doesn't matter if you have part of one. If you have one, it changes everything. And so I immediately set up an appointment that day. And at first, I think insurance paid for it, but then it didn't. And it didn't matter because Ellen has magic that she works here. And it's not just on my breast. I was in a wreck, and the minute I was rear-ended, I felt like a needle had just, it just felt like a piercing needle went in my head. I couldn't get in to see her because she is very desired. It's hard, once you get in with Ellen, you better keep your appointments and keep on her books. And so I got in 2 months. The whole 2 months, I had this just a sharp annoyance, like somebody was just had something sharp on the just on my scalp. And after one session, I walked out of here and it was gone. And
Awesome.
I can't tell you what she did, but she works magic. And I have arthritis in my neck. I have some degenerative disc in my neck and my back and lower back. We work on that. We work on where she feels. And like I said, she really does have, God has given her a gift in her hands and just knowing what her client's body needs. And the proof is in how you feel when you leave. And I moved since 2018. I've moved. I drive over here an hour and a half. I can only make it now every 6 months, but if I could, I would come more often. But she's always continuing to learn. And so in this process, she learned some new technique and she performed it on my breastbone and the right side. After that day, there was this pain I'd had since surgery, and I didn't think I would ever wear a bra again and it would feel right. I could wear a bra again from
Mm-hmm.
this new procedure that she learned and did on me. It wasn't pleasant,
But it
but
wasn't
it
bad.
worked. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I've never wanted to slap her upside the head.
That's right. I
it,
always
it
work
wasn't
within
bad.
what's
Yes, yes,
tolerable
yes,
for
she
you.
does. She does. Because I have been, prior to Ellen, I loved a good massage. This is therapeutic. This is different. And sometimes it's a little work. You have to do some arm raises, leg raises, but the length the treatments last, and the added how you feel, doesn't compare to a massage. This is therapy, and it doesn't compare to a chiropractor. My back, I went to a chiropractor for my back problems, my disc problems, and that doesn't last. That lasts a day or two. But when she started helping me with my back problems, it's it's it lasts.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your story. And any quick words of advice for someone who maybe is just starting cancer treatment, something that you know now that you wish you had known then?
I wished I had started therapy sooner because it was 2 years before I came. You have to be a self-advocate. You have to read. Doctors are only human, and they see a lot of people. You know your body, and you know when something's not right, and you have to be your own advocate too. It's very important. I had to be an advocate for my husband when he couldn't be, and I would say, just be confident in the way when you know that there's something that's not right. Pursue how and who to see to help you get your body where it needs to be.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, everybody. I hope you appreciate this little video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps the channel grow, and it doesn't cost a thing. And I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.